In politics, you're either on message or you are losing. Let's get to it. Welcome to On Message, a weekly look at where the battle lines are drawn and who is winning the war of words. This week, nice pictures. A winning political message isn't always about the words you say. While great headlines that put you in the best light are great, and the ones that put your opponents in a bad one are even better, long glowing reports about the importance of your work, those are dandy as well. But oftentimes the best thing you can hope for is a great image. Do them right and you can show how much you care or how strong of a leader you are, like President George W. Bush when he went to Ground Zero after 9/11. Do them wrong and you end up looking like you're pretending to be a grown-up. Think Michael Dukakis pretending to drive a tank. Sincerity matters, and once you can fake that, boy, do you have it made. Not that it's always a matter of disguising insincerity. Sometimes it's a matter of just presenting your sincerity. Take, for example, Governor Spencer Cox. Back on January 13th, the governor's office announced a program to help businesses adopt a school to help the private sector support education. Hey, that's terrific. About 2 weeks later, with many schools struggling to find substitute teachers during the Omicron outbreak, the governor announced a program to give state employees up to 30 hours of paid leave to teach in schools. Now, both of those generated some coverage, but didn't drive a news cycle or anything. But as soon as I read that press release, that last one, I knew what was coming next. You guessed it, this week, Governor Cox and the First Lady each spent time as substitute teachers, the governor teaching 8th grade history. In a way the earlier press releases couldn't, adding the visual of the governor in the classroom, struggling to keep the attention of a bunch of 13 and 14-year-old kids, does more good for him than the total of everything else he had done on this issue up to this point. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and they are right if you capture in a single image the story you're trying to tell. Effective photo ops can show leadership and strength, or they can show compassion and effort. What matters most is that the cameras catch you being sincere. That's it for this week. More On Message in the next issue of the Utah Political Underground. Make sure you visit the site and sign up for our weekly email update. You can find more On Message videos, in-depth Utah political stories and analysis, plus podcasts, and so much more at utahpoliticalunderground.com.